Hi everybody. This video may not be very entertaining or interesting. I'm not going to fall down the stairs. Nothing wild or crazy is really going to happen. My sister's out of town, so she's the one that comes up with all those "let's push Mark down the stairs, apparently it's fun" ideas. But I did find something to film. I'm bored again, so I'm putting out another video. I was doing some spring cleaning, and I found some really old items from my childhood, and I'm going to split this down into maybe a couple of videos just because there's a lot of things. And one of the things that I want to show you, I actually had to tear half the house apart to get to it. It's up in the attic, and I have to dig through Christmas decorations and all that kind of stuff, so I'm going to probably wait till a later date to do that. But I'm going to show at least some of the things today that I found. They're just interesting things, and I just think it might bring back some memories from some people that grew up in the late 80s and early to mid to the entire 90s. I don't know if any of you remember the show Star Trek: The Next Generation, but when I was growing up, I absolutely loved the show. Yeah, I'll admit I was a Trekkie fan. Not so much anymore, but back in the day, I didn't catch the show when it was actually and when it was actually being made, but I'd catch it in syndication, and I used to watch it just about every night because it was on reruns like 9 to 10 o'clock every night for like 4 years. Well, anyways, this was a gift. This was a gift from a friend. His name was Ryan Tepley, and if you're watching this, Ryan, yes, I still have this. I found it in the basement. This is a toy replica of the Enterprise D. That was the starship that was used during the show. It's been kind of destroyed. It's missing its engines, but it's got lots of things it can open. You know, there used to be a little toy shuttlecraft. It's probably in the basement somewhere, but you know, I'm not really going to take the effort to go look for it. But that's not the coolest feature of this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this thing over here so it's going to fall. I'll just leave it here. But it opens. And it's actually, as you can see here, I'm moving the better light. It actually is like a little playhouse. If you remember the show of the inside of the Enterprise, it's got the bridge, it's got the captain's ready room, it's got, I'm assuming it's the brig, and then 10 forward. And then if we go a little closer, you can see that it actually has I know it's kind of goofy, but it's got little action figures. That's Worf from the show. And then I think this is Data. And then you can see here it's got a bunch of different action figures from the show. And of course, some of them aren't doing too well anymore. Looks like the captain's lost his arm. And I used to have a lot of these sets, actually. And I actually had two different versions. There were big ones like this that had big sets, and they were this one. There was like an underground layer that was in the shape of a phaser, another one that was in the shape of a medical tricorder that had the hospital or the sick bay on the ship. But then there was another set where they were smaller, and if I can find those, I'll let you know and I will show them to you. But this is actually not from this set. This is a little miniature Commander Chakotay, I think, from the show Star Trek Voyager, which I thought was an okay show, but not as good as the Next Generation. And you can see his feet are put together like that. I used to have a lot of Star Trek toys, but this is the only one, I believe, that survived time. Most of them I gave away or I got rid of, and like even the turbo lift spins around, takes them to 10 forward. The doors, well, these ones actually still are here. They actually open. There used to be little chairs, little seats that pulled out there, and I used to have more little other ships that were part of this set, but they're all gone now. If I find them, I'll put them on YouTube as well. But I just thought it was kind of cool because, like I said, I haven't seen this thing in, I don't know, a long time. But it's the actual playset bridge of the Enterprise D, and there's probably Star Trek geeks on here that are looking at it and saying, hey, you put the window on backwards or something like that. And yeah, I didn't know what I was doing when I was 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or, no wait, I was 12 when I got this. So And it's kind of wrong that I actually know that I put the stickers on wrong now that I'm older. For some reason, that just seems wrong to me. But Ryan Tapley, if you're watching, this toy was a huge part of my childhood, and I really appreciate the gift. And I actually can't believe I still have it, and I'll probably keep it just for posterity's sake, or it'll just get, you know, eventually thrown out over time. But it's kind of cool that I found this in the basement. It's probably not worth anything because everything's missing from it, but it's just more of a representation of childhood than anything else. Alright, I'm sure most of you remember seeing or hearing about the movie Jurassic Park. It's an awesome movie, and it's actually a really, really good book too. I'd advise you to read that as well. But I actually found these in the basement. These are original Jurassic Park action figures. If you remember the movie, they had those Ford Explorers that were electric. This is actually one of those Ford Explorers, and I think inside of it, besides a bunch of random crap, you have, I think this is one of the kids from the movie. I think it was the boy. I think his name was Tim or something like that. And for some reason, he's got an ammo clip on him. I have no idea why. And this was the female, the female opposite Sam Neill in the movie. This is Ellie Sattler, I believe, was her character name. Yeah, and so this is the car. It used to have a brush guard on it. That's gone. It used to have a sunroof. That's gone. This tape is self-repair. I remember when I was a kid, I used to drop it out the top story of our house, which is like a more than 20-foot fall. And one of the times it didn't make it. And then this is kind of neat. T-Rex dinosaur battle damage, I guess. Remember the movie? The Tyrannosaurus trashes the crap out of this car, destroys it, and all that great stuff. Oops. This wasn't in the movie, and this one's all broken, but this was a helicopter at one time. It would have been kind of cool if they had in the original movie. I don't know what they do with it, but yeah, this, I don't know what happened to it. It broke. Nothing to do with it, really. And then there's the Jeep from the movie. Oh, whenever the Jeep scene when they're driving and Ian Malcolm says, you know, I wonder if that'll be on the tour, and the mirror gets knocked off, and it's like that close, and it says objects in this mirror are closer than they appear. You know, kind of the inside jokes of the movie. This one, the only damage, dinosaur damage, I guess they put in is the windshield, and I don't know if it's in the box somewhere or what, but this is one of the guys that came with the Jeep when I bought it, I think, or my mom bought it, or my parents bought it, or whoever bought it. I don't think he was in the movie, just some, you know, random extra dude. Now, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but apparently when they made the toys, this is what they thought Robert Muldoon, the game warden dude that, you know, liked to kill the raptors, looked like. I think this looks more like a G.I. Joe than the Robert Muldoon from the movie, but whatever. Looks more like a military action figure, but that's who this is supposed to be. You can see I have more guys in here. Oops. Uh-oh, I'm missing some of them. I actually had more guys. Huh. Now this one is actually from The Lost World. This is the sequel. This is the cameraman. This is supposed to be Vince Vaughn's character from the movie, which looks nothing like him. This one, this is actually from The Lost World, not from Jurassic Park. I'm sure they made one for the Jurassic Park, but this is the Jeff Goldblum's character. And when I was a kid, I think I played with glue a lot or something because it's so full of glue and dirt. I don't know what I was doing. I don't really want to know anymore. But so that's that. And then this is the, I think his name was Eddie Carr in the movie. And he was the guy that got eaten. And this is the Mercedes SUVs, because apparently Mercedes makes a great Outback car. I never understood that in the movie at all.